What's going on YouTube? This is Mike from MTG Vintage Crack, and today we're going to be playing some more Pauper. What are we playing today? We're going to be playing Mono Red Burn, one of my favorites. Pretty straightforward deck. We just want to do some damage and we want to do it quick. We've got the curses for some sustained damage for when the games go long. And we've also got the Firebrand Archers for some triggers. We've got the Alchemists for some triggers. So let's just do it. First we gotta find a game. Alright, we're in the queue and we are waiting. This is a good time to mention that September's giveaway, that's this month, we're going to be giving away a $10 Star City Games gift card to 2 lucky winners. You get an entry by commenting on any video that comes out this month, and you can get 1 entry per video. So go ahead and check that out. I guess the players online must smell the burn coming because nobody has joined yet. And I spoke too soon because somebody just joined. Let's get into it. This is obviously an unkeepable hand. No lands at all. And this is not a great hand, but I do like that we have the curse. We'll put this on top. Fine. A minor setback for burn. So we want to cast the Chain Lightning now since they apparently have red in their deck. We don't want them to be able to cast it back at us. Okay, we've got some sort of Grixis going. And the next turn we're going to throw an 18 turn clock on our opponent, which will be really shortened in our future turns when we start burning them some more. Okay, so we're drawing non-lands, which is really good. I want to keep the mountain in hand just in case we get a Searing Blaze. So I could have waited and just casted the Magma Jet end of their turn, but I kind of wanted to put some pressure on. And also we can Blazing Volley and Magma Jet to kill their Augur of Bolas if we want. I think I prefer just Magma Jetting them and Needle Dropping. So, good thing we scryed. And we get an Alchemist to pass the turn, and opponent's getting pretty low now. Okay, they get a Mystical Teachings. So again, we'll just hold the mountain in hand. Cast out the Alchemist and then wait till our next turn. Partially why I wanted to try to keep the Blazing Volley so we get an extra trigger off the Alchemist as well. And they terminate it. So as long as we can last 7 more turns, we win by default. Unfortunately, we draw another land. It's a good looking swamp. Opponent gets in for 2. Probably gonna cast the Teachings pretty soon. Here's another curse, which will help us a big deal. Hopefully they don't have a counter in hand. That's really good for us. Two-turn clock for our opponent. Hopefully we can draw a burn spell. I'll even take a fire blast at this point. Let's see if they counter this. Okay, that's probably it, right? Sure. Guess they're gonna gain life somehow. Devour Flesh. Oh wow. Okay, sure. I mean, it seems like a little bit of an extension, right? Because if they couldn't Mystical Teachings out a card that actually helps them win, then what's the point? They kind of just showed me that card. Okay, cool. We got it. So, some sort of Grixis deck, something I'm not familiar with. I don't know that there's really anything to swap out. I guess the Blazing Volley, but in favor of what? Kill the Marauders, I guess. Nothing else was really too... I didn't really feel too bad about drawing anything. You know what I'm gonna do though is do something a little bit spicy. So maybe drop a Fire Blast and an Alchemist for 2 more Marauders. I think that seems good. Feel free to disagree, just make sure you let me know why. Okay, this is a pretty good looking hand to me. So we're going to try to cast our archers before we do anything, or at least one archer, and then I probably want to drop a curse after that. And like I said, maybe dump the Chain Lightning so we don't get it thrown back at our face. Some might argue waiting for the Firebrand Archer, but it could get burned out pretty easily as well. So if they have a counter, I kind of hope they do counter this since we have one already, and I don't want them to counter our curse. Perfect. So hopefully they just sit on that one land so I can confidently play the curse, because I'd rather get that out while I can than worry about casting the archer. And it looks like I'll be able to. And then hopefully we can get another land to get this, get some value out of our archer. E2 Chronicler. So just a 1/3. Really wanted a land for the Searing Blaze triggers. I think we might just play the Archer now. Or maybe the Alchemist since it doesn't die. From blocking the Chronicler. Pretty neat. Okay, well, there goes that. Hopefully we can draw a land. Perfect. So let's blaze them first. Dispel? Yep. Okay, well, that hurts us. Guess no sense in playing the lightning bolt or the lava spike yet. I mean, at this rate we still win if we're just swinging 1 point back and forth. Attempt to cast our archer. And it works. Cool. And we can hold up, just in case they kill it, we can lightning bolt in response. Probably gonna grab Terminate. And they grab Hydroblast. Hopefully they don't cast it on the curse and get kind of distracted by the archer. I guess they are probably planning on doing that since they're flame slashing this. Actually, I want a Kneel drop in response so we can get the card draw. Which is good, because we just got a mountain anyway. Okay, we're just going to sling 9 damage straight to their face. That's kind of what I expected. That's pretty funny. Forget the slinging the 9 damage straight to the face. Let's drop the curse and then do like 2 lava spikes, I guess. Let's just pray for no counter. Alright, they had it. Well, still at this rate, if we can draw 1 more burn spell, that's game, as long as they don't have a counter. Alright, we're gonna play Draw Go. A 3rd curse. Do they have another counter? They do not. I guess they could, but maybe they'd rather counter a 3 damage spell at this life total. And to be honest, I probably should have waited to play that, but if they have a counter, they're going to play it, right? And I guess they have Mystical Teachings in their hand. Ah, comparative analysis. So it's getting desperate for our opponent. They're dead in 3 turns if they don't get rid of the curse or gain more life. and unless they do something soon, that's not going to be enough. Alright, let's just hope we get a burn spell. Ooh, we can actually play that after we deal the damage on their turn. So they might go Mystical Teachings Hydroblast, which is bad for us. And that's exactly what they do. So I'm guessing they're just holding 2 lands in their hand. Cycle. And of course they just give us another mountain, right? I thought we had this game, but it looks like we might get magicked out. And another Mystical Teachings. Well, I guess this one was flashback. And they Teachings up a counterspell, so they're not even being shy about it. Definitely going to counter it, but we got to get it out of their hand at some point. Or maybe not for some reason. I guess they think we're probably holding up a burn spell or something. Another Mystical Teachings. Flashback. Probably a Hydroblast. They get a Devour Flesh. And there's the Flame Slash. There's the Mole Drifter. They're definitely going to counter this. Or hopefully not, and we can just backdoor. Well, I guess if we cast an Needle Drop, they'll counter that. But when Marauders leaves the battlefield, they'll die. They're kind of questioning themselves on whether or not they should counter it, because they think we might have a Lightning Bolt or something. They're wrong, but unfortunately they just found that out. And they kicked it this time. And they bring Hydroblast up, meaning they can counter any of our red spells. So we're actually on the clock now. Alright, we're just gonna cast the Chain Lightning in vain, of course. I might actually even needle drop myself. Okay, I guess I can't needle drop myself anymore. And of course we draw a mountain. So somehow we ended up losing that one. I don't think there was anything wrong with the deck. I think we just, unfortunately, opponent came up on some mystical teachings, which let them hydroblast and recurred that a bit, so we're just 2 points of damage off from winning. I say we run it back and do it again. Well, at least we're on the play this time. This is a really rough hand to throw away. Fortunately, we got 2 Forgotten Caves, and we are playing against a slower deck, but they did bring in a lot of counter spells. I think we need to mulligan. And we mulligan into a worse hand. And this is not much better, but I think we have to keep it. So, this is basically what happens when you play Magic. Which doesn't really matter because it's just going to get hydroblasted. Or Chainer's the Addicted. Hydroblasted. Counterspelled. Alright, I don't really see this getting much better. Unfortunately, we got MTGO'd in round 2. Thought we had the game, but we didn't. And we mulled to 5 in game 3, and unfortunately didn't get very much help there. Still had a lot of fun playing Burn as always. Until next time, thanks for watching.